underway here in first grade grand final, Newcastle Baseball Association. Belmont Baseball Club taking on Mayfield Boomerangs. I'm joined today in the commentary booth by Ben Terry. How are you, mate?
Yeah, good. Yourself?
Good, mate. Should be a good match up here.
Yeah, it should be good. Should be good.
Might run through some lineups here and see what happens. All right, for Boomers, Jake Bramble leading off, Chase Kahn, Joel Pettigrew, Matt Reeves, Cam Henderson, Sam Preller, Grant Harris, James Foster and Josh Neville. Joel Pettigrew on the hill. And for Belmont, Mitch Ellison, Mark Dries, Christopher Hook in DH, Sam Brown, Jake Radford, Cal Ranger, Josh Banks, Jordan Jones, Tom Carnigan and Alex Wells is the starting pitcher.
And we have Ian Bolton behind the plate umpiring with Dave Brown at first base and Mark Gilmore at third base.
Should be a quality matchup, mate. Wells has been outstanding in his outing so far this year, and Boomerangs haven't made a first grade grand final since 1993, and you could tell by how many Boomers are here in the crowd, mate.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a lot of people that I haven't seen around the ballpark for a dozen years or so, and you know, they've made their way back from Sydney and far away to, you know, witness their club back in the grand final.
Hopefully it will be a classic match-up here and a good ball game. We're about to go first pitch here in 2024 Newcastle Baseball Association Grand Final. Jake Bramble to the plate for Boomers. Over for strike one.
Attempted bunt there by Jake, trying to use his wheels to get on.
2 strikes.
I did notice that Jake Radford was inside the dirt expecting that, so they're obviously aware of the threat of the bunt.
Got wheels. Fouled that one straight back, protecting the plate.
Great swing, Jake.
2 strikes now. Play at third. Makes a play, 5-3 for our first out of this grand final.
Now we have Chase Kahn. Chase has spent a couple of years over in college ball recently, only his second year back.
Bobbled ball there, a shortstop, no play. We now have one out with a runner at first. Joel Pettigrew to the plate. Swing and miss and strike one.
2 out of 3 batters have swung at the first pitch. I wonder if that's their game plan for the game.
Yeah, interesting. Not sure if Wells is on a pitch limit in that semi-final. He went well over. Runner goes. Play at 2. Ball is safe. scoring position in the top of the first. 2 strikes now on Pettigrew.
Plays it by him.
Yeah, big swing and a miss for strike 3. 2 out now for Belmont.
And up comes Matty Reeves, who has also spent some time over in America in the college system as well.
Plenty of heckling going on in the background there, mate.
Not unusual.
No, it is a grand final here in Newcastle.
Yes. I'd be more shocked if he wasn't.
Called strike 1. Right there on that inside part of the plate. Great pitch. Foul ball back out of play. Strike 2.
Interestingly, that was his first curveball of the day.
Yes. He's been getting in front of that, the fastball and staying there, mate. It's worked so far, trying to get that good first inning and get out with a 0, I guess.
Not many batters in this league are probably going to really catch up to Wellesley, to be fair.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of these guys are going to see that, you know, in Sydney Major League and things like that, but not so much up here in Newcastle. That ends the first.
Take 2.
Top of the first. Going to the bottom of the first. Pettigrew out there warming up. 4 boomers. Threw well last week. I think he threw 5 innings last week. Solid performance there by Boomerangs. Mitch Ellison up first for Belmont. Looking to get a start for the Belmont Baseball Club.
Joel's been around first grade for a while, 15 years or so. So this is his first grand final experience. So it'll be interesting to see his nerves take any part of it. Hopefully for his sake, he's able to settle those nerves and, you know, get into a groove.
Yeah, absolutely. Belmont's been dominant. What is it, 30-something years in a row. Called strike 1. 30 grand finals in a row for Belmont, so you always know how to get it done and get to that big dance.
Yep. Strong club. Strong club.
Great location on that second
Good
strike.
location.
Nice little slide piece. That one back out of play. 2 strikes. Another great location there. Low, maybe just off the plate a little, and foul it off.
Yep. Had to protect the plate. I think that'll be Joel's game plan, is to work from in front as much as he can today.
Another good pitch, but that one's knocked into left field for a single. Here's a fella that's been around for many of those grand finals. Mark Dryce to the plate now, with a runner at first.
Handful of MVP awards of grand finals. Certainly been around, always been a strong hitter, good pivot, still all round good player.
Always a tough out, pitching to tries.
Called strike on the outside corner with a slider.
Continuing to paint that outside edge with the slider.
Might be running this pitch.
He's got a good jump there. There he goes. Fouled off into the dugout on the right side. Had a good jump over there at first.
Painting the corners, he made sure he kept that on the inside part of the plate and not going into the middle part of the plate, so that, you know, if he was going to swing on it, it was going to stay foul.
Got a good bit of wood on that one. Foul ball out of play there on the right side.
Boomerangs are probably hoping that doesn't come back to bite them. I feel like Cam took the wrong route for that from first base.
Got a good lead over there at first base again. And there he goes. Now back out of play.
Exactly where Belmont wear you down. They are very selective with their swings. If it's outside the zone, they very rarely have a go at it. Very experienced campaigners.
Great at bat here from Dryce. Runner goes. Yeah, great throw, but he's safe at second, not in time. Two balls, two strikes. Now it dries.
Dries loves the right centre alley.
Fouled that one off. Bit of wind out there. Makes that play comfortably. The first out and a runner on second.
Not deep enough for Ellison to attempt to go to third, especially with an arm of Chase Khan.
Chris Hook to the plate now.
Another perennial first grade campaigner when it comes to grand finals. He's been around first grade for a long, long time. Hit many a home run in grand finals.
Come on, mate. No need to bring those up.
You sure he got one off me too.
Right on the inside corner. Strike one.
Joel's pitching really well to make sure he hits those corners and staying well away from the middle part of the plate.
He's right on that one, fouled straight back. 2 strikes now on Hook. Long hold here from Pettigrew. One ball, 2 strikes.
Mate, good, really good. Really good,
One
mate.
fouled straight back. Went from a long hole to almost a quick pitch there.
Yeah, I did notice that. That's not a lot of pitching.
Absolutely. Another great location there.
Really good. I like it.
2 balls, 2 strikes. He's thrown a lot of pitches in his first innings.
Oh, it hit well to centre.
Have a play at third. Safe call. Great baseball right there.
Great baseball all round.
Great play and nice sack fly there for out number 2.
Here comes Sammy Brown.
That's the first one I've seen so far that's right over the centre of the plate.
Yes.
They paint those edges and that one over for strike 1. Swing and a miss, strike 2.
Great, mate, great. Really good.
Swing and a miss, strike 3, and that ends the first innings. No score, both teams. Just want to go and thank some of our sponsors here. Red Stitches Baseball and Softball, free shipping with orders over 200. Totally Workwear, Newcastle, free shipping on orders over $99. Go and check them out at Bradford Close, Katara, and Pettigrew Family Funerals, Mayfield West, Wallsend, and Belmont. Going into the second, Cam Henderson up to bat for Boomers. I hope he got himself a new bat after last week.
Broke it, did he?
Yeah, he snapped it over his leg. Called strike 3. Got himself a new bit of lumber here for today.
Looks like he's got a farm bat actually, from what I can see. Maybe he's afraid of being sawn off by Wellesley.
Maybe. Strike 1 called.
Generous on the outside there, I feel.
One foul back out of play.
I feel a nasty curveball coming here.
Nice big snap on one here, you think.
Well, we both were fooled.
Fastball out of play. He's working pretty quickly out there, mate. He's not giving him much time to adjust.
It's actually always been part of his game, is working quickly. He does it very well.
There's that big curveball, mate. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. First out of the second innings. Number 46, Sam Prella to the plate. Umpire Bolton calls time. Something
like
in the eye.
Yeah, bit of dirt or something. Don't know a lot about Sam. Do you know much about him?
Not a lot, mate. He's been in Boomerangs for a few years. Let's see what he can do today on the biggest stage in Newcastle baseball.
Wellesley just over pitching there a little bit, I feel.
4-1. One ball, 1 strike. Now on Prella.
One ball, 2 strikes.
Great location for ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. One fouled straight back. Count is still 2-2. Wells right over that right hand side of the rubber there, Ben. Curveball in the dirt. Didn't tempt him on the swing. As a left-handed pitcher yourself, where do you stand on the mound?
Yeah, always on the first base side of the rubber. Try and get whatever angle I can to come back across. And, you know, if I'm throwing an inside pitch, and try and jam them up if it's an inside pitch.
Foul tip there.
Not able to be handled by Jordan Jones. Prella stays alive. Called foul.
Wow. Great play, great hit.
Yep. Just happened to be foul.
Quality baseball all around here. Count's full.
Bang bang play at first base, called out by Dave Brown. Missed tries as always, calm under pressure.
What a great play. Ball
Brilliant
just got
play.
past Wells. Slow. I wouldn't call it a roller. And makes that play.
Up comes Grant Harris.
Harris doing magic tricks now at the back.
Two balls, one.
Missing up twice in this at bat. We
Yeah.
haven't seen that so far.
Straight back on the inside corner for a strike.
2 balls, 2 strikes now on Harris. I'm back out of play.
And Wellesley finishes off with a curveball that just snapped on him.
Beautiful pitch to end the inning. Halfway through 2. No score in this ball game. Back for the bottom of 2. A couple of you reached out and said the audio's a bit soft. Please let us know if this is any better. Jake Radford leading off.
During the break, I've just seen a message from a bloke over in Arizona, Scott Telfer. How are you, mate? How's things?
That one up and in for ball 1.
Jake Radford, been around the club for a while with Belmont, and I remember his dad playing in a few first grade grand finals back in the day. Might have even been in the last grand final that Boomerangs played in.
Yeah, I would say so, mate. He's also taking his hand at comedy. I don't know if you've seen him on Facebook with his dad jokes of the week.
No, I haven't actually.
That one's fouled back. Do yourself a favour and go and check it out.
Shall do.
Bradford taking his time here, getting set.
Inside corner for a strike.
Nice pitch Nice location there. One through to left field for a single. Starts off Belmont's inning here in the bottom of 2.
Here comes Car Ranger. From what I hear, he's a very handy cricketer, Joel.
Okay.
New South Wales country cricketer. That's not something to sneeze at these day and age.
Cricket and baseball seem to go hand in hand, mate.
They do.
I went in the dirt for ball 1. Belmont often have that cricketer in the team that usually the hardest bloke to get out at the plate. Unfouled straight back.
Yeah, the cricketers are the ones that just see the ball hit the ball. They don't really, care too much about your curveball or change up or anything. They just see the ball and just try and whack the absolute crap out of it.
Usually the way. When you look at blokes like Drysy, who played a lot of years of cricket,
Yep.
just sees that ball well. 2 balls, 1 strike here. Go back to our era, mate, and blokes like Strang would hit you 2-strike waste pitch, 400 feet.
Stringy was only ever good if the ball was up around his nose.
Ooh, swing and a miss there. 2 and 2. Jace Poole online in the comments. G'day from Vegas. Hello, Jace. Ooh, great pitch there, just off the
Get
plate.
outside.
Full count now. Jace is no stranger to a first grade grand final for Belmont either.
Absolutely. Jace's mum still involved in Newcastle baseball. Dad's still floating around too. Was working on the ground a couple of weeks back.
Called strike 3.
Strike 3. First out of the second inning.
1 out with a runner at first. Josh Banks to the plate. Curveball or slider on the inside half of the plate there for strike 1. Not too much of a lead over there at first, mate.
No, I don't think Jake will be going. He's not known as a speedster. Joel's doing very well to stay away from the meaty part of the plate here. He's painting the corners, and when the 2 hits that have been against him, the hitters actually had to go down and get it and, just dolly it into left field. So he's doing really well to stay in front of the hitters and making sure that they're swinging at his pitches.
Swing and miss there. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Now on Banks. Foul back out of play. Another great pitch from Pettigrew just off the plate there. One's just in, mate. Twos.
Boomers will be hoping for a ground ball here, get a double play, get out of the inning and try and swing the bat themselves.
Bit of a fly in Banks' face, calls time. Another great located pitch, fouled off, well protected by Banks. No, he didn't swing. A really good located pitch on that inside part of the plate.
Yeah, it was made him want to try and swing at it and decided not to. Just inside.
Counts full, runner at first with one out.
Would you be sending him here, Joel?
Nah, not right now. That one crushed into centre field. It's going to be a single. Runners at first and second. Now with one out. If you did send him, would he get the third on that? Tough one.
Very tough one.
Not many wheels if he did swing over and miss. You know, the possible double play
Yeah.
and the inning, so. Jordan Jones to the plate now. Do you think we'll see a short ball?
Wouldn't think so with one out already. And the number 9 hitter on deck.
Boomer's playing in for it. Just off the plate for ball one. Pettigrew gassed up a little on that one, mate.
He did, yeah. And Jordan Jones didn't react like he was even contemplating a bunt there.
Not at all. Swing and a miss, strike one, one ball and one strike.
Probably the hardest two pitches that Joel's pitched so far for the game. Cameron Henderson is still inside the base at first base, so it must still be expecting a bunt. Perfectly located strike there by Pettigrew. And a throw over to second by Grant Harris.
Number 2. Shout out to Aiden Francis in the comments. Enjoying some Newcastle Grand Final baseball. Alright, let's check out these Sox and Gators combo, mate. I'm a fan. What do you think?
That makes one of us.
Ball one in the dirt. Nice Belmont yellow with the blue gator over the top. I think it looks fantastic. Bring back a bit of retro. Next we'll have Henderson at first base with a helmet on. Play over to Henderson. Makes a play. Out number 3. No score here after 2. Going into the top of 3 now. Leading off the Boomers, James Foster. Strike one called.
Generous on the outside corner again.
Fouled that one off into the dugout. 2 strikes.
I think James Foster might need to see Chris Jordan from Game Day Sportswear about a new pair of pants, to be honest.
Look a bit rough.
Oh, yes.
They'll get the game out, mate. Great location just off the plate. No chase there. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Ground ball over to first baseman Brown, makes the play unassisted for out number 1.
Third baseman Josh Neville up to bat.
Also needs a new pair of pants.
Correct. You would think that Boomerangs, who are sponsored by Game Day Sportswear, would be all over that, wouldn't you?
You'd think so. Well, straight to work with 1 on the outside corner for strike 1. Not wrong about him wanting to work quick.
Very quick.
Ball. 2 balls, 1 strike.
I think the count's correct.
Three and 1.
Another curveball. First time we've seen back-to-back curveballs by Wells today.
Fouled back to the screen. Full count now. Crush up the middle for a single. Got a fastball up in the zone and took full advantage of it.
Maybe that's why he went with 2 curveballs during
Maybe.
the at-bat. Maybe he's been hurt by him before. Well, I don't know what your definition of hurt is. I'm pretty sure Wells had a 0.00 ERA for the season.
It's pretty impressive.
Yes.
But as we all know, it comes down to this game, so it doesn't matter if you had an ERA of 6 or 0. This is the game that you want to win.
Correct. Correct.
Over for strike 1. Granville had a ground out in the first.
Belmont will be hoping for a double play. However, Jake, with his wheels, will be attempted bunt there. Very, very, very difficult to double up.
Good bunt attempt there. Two strikes on Bramble now. One just inside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Runner goes. Ball hit the centre. Makes the catch. Runner goes back to first base. 2 outs now, and Chase Khan to the plate. Runner goes. Ooh, that one's off the mound into centre field. No advancement to third. Two strikes now on Khan. Fly ball on the right side for out number 3.
Taken comfortably there by Carl Ranger.
And that ends the innings. All right, we're going to the bottom of 3. Still no score in this first grade grand final.
Back to the top of the order for Belmont. Mitch Ellison.
Another one with these funky gators, mate.
Must be the trend.
I'm a fan. Ball one up and in. Two balls. A little bit of activity over there in the Boomerangs bullpen.
Yeah, Luke Kovac up and having a bit of a throw.
This one up to centre field. Makes the catch comfortably for out number 1. You think Kovac's up just maybe having a stretch, mate? What's your thoughts there?
without knowing how many pitches Joel's thrown, he's worked pretty hard both innings to, you know, get the outs. So maybe that's a factor, although fatigue definitely isn't a factor with Joel Pettigrew.
Called strike one. Yeah, interesting move. Obviously it is the grand final and you do want to make that move early and having him ready to go. But I think Pettigrew's hit his spots quite well so far.
Yeah.
Down the third base line, rip that one, and it is going to be a single for Drysy.
Maybe that's their concern. That's 4 hits now that they've got off Joel in 2 and a bit innings, so maybe that's their concern.
Yeah, time will tell in this inning. We are up the top of the order, so full part of Belmont's lineup here. Swing and a miss for strike one. Well, that one's in the dirt, and Dry's had a good read on that. No play at second. That was a good jump there.
Good jump. Good heads up base running by Dries. This is where Belmont will hurt you though. One little minor mistake and all of a sudden they'll just jump on anything and everything.
1 ball, 1 strike here. Well, this one crashed up the middle. We're going to see a play at the plate.
He's going.
Throw off the plate. And we have our first run of the ball game. Not wrong there, mate. They make it hurt. Belmont now lead 1 run to 0. Sam Brown up to the plate for Belmont. Misses off the plate. Ball 1.
You got to wonder though, Joel, if that wasn't a pass ball before, is that a double play?
Interesting.
Would Jake have been a little bit more up the middle for a double play ball? Who knows?
And that's the best part about baseball. Every situation is changed by one little thing.
Correct. Looks like a hit to left field.
Gonna hold
Chris Hook held up at third.
Runners now at first and third. I think that activity in the bullpen is starting to heat up a little.
Correct. Here comes Steve Harris to go and talk to Joel Pettigrew.
This time's called here. Let's thank a couple of sponsors, Red Stitches Baseball and Softball. Free shipping on orders over 200. totally workwear. Newcastle, go and check them out at Bradford Close, Katara. And Pettigrew Family Funerals, Mayfield West, Walls End and Belmont. Thanks for the feedback in the comments there, Brad. Much appreciated, mate. Got runners at the corners now for Belmont. Scored their first run here in the bottom of 3. Plenty of baseball left. If you can get over to the game, come over and grab a feed and have a beer. We're going to see a pair, not in time.
Jake Radford able to beat it out, so therefore run scores for Belmont. 2-0.
Cal Ranger to the plate and misses ball 1. Inside for ball 2. It's the first time we've seen Pettigrew starting to struggle here a little bit, mate.
Yeah. He's been working from in front most of the game, and all of a sudden this inning he's been 2-0 on a couple of batters.
Ball 3.
In his younger years, Pettigrew did struggle a little bit with, starting from in front of batters, but he's cleaned that up a lot lately.
He's definitely dominant on the mound last week. In their 6-1 win. Good pitch there on the edge. 3 balls, 1 strike.
Foul ball, full count.
Called strike 3. That ends the innings. Belmont score 2 and take a 2-0 lead. Heading into the 4th now, Pettigrew comes up to bat. Belmont scored 2 to lead, 2 runs to 0.
Up comes Joel Pettigrew, and this is where he's probably going to struggle a little bit later in the game, in that he's not only pitching, and pitching quite well, to be fair, but he's also hitting, so he hasn't had a chance to, you know, grab a breath and grab a bit of water and, you know, refresh.
Curveball up for ball one. Well, big hack there for strike one. 1 ball, 1 strike. Strike 2. That one fouled straight up. Back out of play. I thought that was coming at us. Clearly that's why I never took any fly balls when I played, mate. I've got no idea where they are. Standing point. Ooh, change up there.
Lovely change up there by Wellesley. Lovely change up.
Haven't seen too many of those this game, and Pettigrew out in front of that one.
So what you're saying, Joel, is that you were, if the ball went up in the air, you just point and, you know, just make sure it wasn't in your area.
It depends which team I played with. There were plenty of times back in the day where there wasn't too many fielders behind us, mate. I know there were 7 out there, but some days it felt like there weren't that many.
I concur.
And then later on playing first grade, we had quite a good field, so it was a standing point.
Up comes Matty Reeves.
Up and in for ball one. Ball two. Reeves having a chat with the umpire here about stepping out. Not sure what he called that last one. Did he call that a ball?
Called it a ball.
So 3 balls here?
Yep.
3-0. Called strike 1. Going to need
Bit
that.
of a Bronx cheer there, I'm thinking.
3 balls, 1 strike. Ooh, swing and a miss there, foul tip, strike 2.
I'm guessing that if this is an out, there might be a bit more of a Bronx cheer as well, Joel.
I'd say so, mate.
Yep.
You called it, strike 3. Good,
right on cue.
Good pitch on the inside part of the plate. Cam Henderson to the plate for Boomerangs.
Cam's a dangerous hitter. Once saw him hit 4 home runs in a game.
This one up the middle for a base hit. Boomerangs got their runner aboard here. Sam Prella to the plate.
ball up the middle last time and had a very good play by Drisey. Bang bang play at first base.
One strike here. Up and in, ball one.
I feel like Boomers are having a ploy to specifically jump out of the box so they can try and have a little bit of time between pitches.
Curveball in the zone, straight out there to centre field, makes the catch for out number 3. Belmont lead 2 runs to 0.
All I'm going to say.
Yeah, we go into the bottom of 4. Belmont with a 2-run lead.
Josh Banks up to bat.
Had a single to 8 last time up. Ball up and in. Pettigrew continues on the mound for Boomerangs.
Foul ball that has collected Ian Bolton.
Right in the mask.
Grant Harris doing the right thing, giving him a bit of time to collect his thoughts and make sure that everything's okay. Always a bit of respect between catchers and umpires there in relation to a ball that's hit him in the arm or, you know, somewhere in the body. In this case, in the mask for Ian, or stick.
1-1. Two balls, 1 strike. Just missed inside, 3-1. Takes ball 4.
His first walk of the day.
Belmont catcher Jordan Jones to the plate now. Misses outside, starting to look a little bit fatigued, mate.
Yep, and Boomerangs have seen that and have got Luke Kovac up in the bullpen again.
different beast. Grand final baseball, that's for sure.
Correct.
Swing and a miss. Foul tip to strike one. Leaves that one up.
That release point seems to be getting lower and lower by Joel as the game goes on. It always throws from the side, but it just seems to be getting that little bit lower.
Called, strike two. As he has that release point a little bit lower, we are seeing a little bit more runoff into that right-hander. Runner's got a good jump. Strike three, called. Down on strikes.
5 strikeouts for Pettigrew now. Tom Carnigan up to the bat.
Oh, bunts down the third base line.
Oh, don't let it run.
One sort of stayed fair for a little while and then hit the line and hit the cutout and ran foul. That one got third baseman by surprise. He's playing in now.
Playing well in.
Like a softball third base. Oh, that one's up. Makes the catch.
And a double play out of the inning.
Great play for Boomerangs. Boomerangs need that. Hopefully that's a momentum change for these guys as they move in to the 5th inning. Back here in the top of 5.
Grant Harris up to bat.
Wells gets one over for strike one. Swing and a miss, strike two. It's like Wells has got somewhere to be. Works very fast, mate.
Works very, very fast.
I do like that. Always works quick as a pitcher.
Yep.
Find that rhythm. Down on strikes for our first out in the 5th.
Seven strikeouts for Wells so far.
James Foster to the plate for Boomers. Fouled back to the screen.
Bit of a half swing there by James Foster.
That one back out of play. One fouled off left side. 2 strikes here on Foster. Curveball up. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Boomerangs with a runner aboard first base.
Tough play there for Dries. Stuck in that, do I go forward and try and grab it because the runner's pretty quick, or do I hang back? But I think he had to make the right choice and go in. Just wasn't able to come up with it.
Boomerangs now with a runner at first. Ball 1. Kick-off attempt, safe at first. Just holding that runner on. And there for a called strike. Thinking we might have seen the quicker move come to first base there, Bees, after the first one there.
Yeah, you always got your pretend one and then a good one after that. Runner.
Runner goes.
Jordan Jones obviously struggling to get the grip on that ball there and hitting halfway up the mound.
Not happy with his throw, but it was a great jump by the first base runner there, and he's now on 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Neville had a single last at bat. Fouls this one off.
He got a high fastball. I wonder if that is going to play in Wellesley's mind about what he's going to do with his pitch sequencing.
Fastball.
Foul tip.
2 outs now.
8 strikeouts for Wells. Back to the top to Jake Bramble.
2 outs here in the top of 5. Boomerangs looking to convert that run. Called strike 1.
Bramble thought that was a bit high, I believe.
Also, the crowd on the Boomerang side thought it might have been a touch high. Nonetheless, strike one called. Breaking ball down, 1 ball, 1 strike. Ball down. Not much of a rest there from that pitch either.
No.
By Gilmore watching closely out there.
Three balls, 1. Bit of discontent on the Belmont side right now about that call. Probably about the same height as the last one, I'd say.
3 balls, 1. Ball 4. And we have the runner get across the third. Now have runners on first and third for Boomerangs.
Wells' first walk of the day.
2 out here, runners at the corners.
Interesting to see whether Jake Bramble, who's got very good wheels, is going to be off and running or not.
Oh, that one
hit
crashed.
to centre field.
Makes the grab. It's out number 3.
Tom Cumming raced across to make a great grab.
Boomerangs leave 2 on as we go into the bottom of 5. Belmont leading 2 runs to 0. Going into the bottom of 5, moving pretty quickly. Only been playing for an hour and 20. Pettigrew returns to the mound for Boomerangs.
Top of the order, Mitch Ellison. Belmont will be hoping the 3rd time through the order that they can get on top of Pettigrew here, while conversely, Boomerangs will be hoping for a quick inning and hope that they can get 3 outs quickly so that they can get Wells back on the mound quickly.
2 balls here now. Just off the plate, both of these from Pettigrew. Gets that one over for strike 1. Gets that one into centre. Little bloop hit. There's another good pitch.
just past the outreach arm of James Foster at second base.
That's the way baseball goes.
Yep. Game of inches. Interesting to see whether Mitch Ellison will be off and running here. Put the pressure on Boomers.
Had a decent lead over there at first. Ball 1. One ball to Dries. Another great lead over there at first base. 2 balls. Holding him on, pick-off attempt. Ball 3.
Joel doing his best to disrupt the timing of Mitch Ellison over at first base there. That was a reasonably quick pitch.
3-0 now. Ball 4. 4 straight balls to Dries. Have time called.
Only the second walk for Pettigrew, but looks like he is done for the day. He's pitched well. 5 strikeouts, 2 walks, 2 runs. Can't complain about that in 4 and a bit innings.
Kovac coming out to pitch for Boomers. Let's thank our sponsors quickly before we go on. Big thank you to Red Stitches, baseball and softball. Totally Workwear Newcastle. Go check them out at Bradford Close, Katara and Pettigrew Family Funerals. Mayfield West, Walls End and Belmont. Luke Kovac on the pitch for Boomerangs last week. It was about this time that he come on for Boomerangs in their 6-1 win last week, and he dominated. Let's see what he can do today.
Tough ask with the first batter coming on being Chris Hook in, pretty tight situation, first and second occupied, none out.
Yeah, real tough ask, first and second occupied here.
He's not a known bunter, however, being a grand final, wouldn't surprise me to see him putting one down here as the coach himself, doing the team thing, which is what Belmont do so well.
Or he might put one on the road.
Either.
Ball 1 down. Runners now at second and third with none out. Swing and a miss to strike 1. Two balls, 1 strike. Steps out, time called. That one crashed into centre field. 1 run scores. And they hold the runners at third.
Two RBIs now for Chris, is that right?
I believe so, mate. Belmont now leading 3 runs to 0. Infielders playing in.
Yeah, they realise that they can't exactly just give runs away here. Normal game you might think about just getting a double up the middle, but grand final, already down 3-0. They've got to make sure that they don't score any more, especially with Wells on the mound for Belmont. Goes after first pitch, plenty of room.
Now we have 1 out, and those infielders are going to play back to get that double play.
Although Radford did beat out a attempted double play earlier in the game, so...
He did. Runners at the corners now. 1 out here. Did pick him off there.
Chris was definitely leaning towards second base. I had a feeling he was just about to go and got picked off.
For those watching at home, sorry the cameraman missed that one.
2 out.
One foul on the right side. One strike on the hitter. Curveball called. Strike 2. Good pitch just on that, just outside. Ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
We might see a split finger here.
Something in the dirt, you reckon?
Yep.
Curveball. Ground ball out to shortstop. Makes the play. Boomerangs do well to get out of that with just that one run. Belmont, after 5, lead 3 runs to 0. Top of 6.
Joel Pettigrew up to bat.
Joel Pettigrew must stay in as DH. Ball 1. Two balls. Both of these up and away. One up into centre field. Right fielder takes it, drifts over. Out number 1. Matty Reeves up to bat now, has had a pair of strikeouts for the day. Looking to get himself on. Ball 1. Ball 2. 2 balls on the upper part of the zone there. Swing and a miss for strike 1. A diving play there, and it got through. We now have a runner at third with Cam Henderson to the plate. Henderson singled his last at bat. Dry's going to make the play. They score a run.
Makes it 3-1.
That one bloops into right field for a single. Now we'll have a runner at first. Belmont leading 3 runs to 1. Harris to the plate now. Runner goes, swing and a miss. That one sailed into centre field. No advancement.
Jordan Jones getting some advice from the crowd. Boomerangs are known for their base running, so they're always going to try and put the pressure on Belmont in terms of base running and try and take that extra base.
Fly ball on the right side.
Taken easily there by Sam Brown. Boomerangs get themselves on the board, 3-1 after 6.5 innings.
Bottom of 6. Cal Ranger coming up the bat for Belmont. Ball 1. Going to be a tough play.
Oh, Annie. I'd tag him.
Wow. Runner through that one, Bees. You've seen it.
So, I don't know if the video picked it up, but because the throw went past first baseman Cam Henderson, the runner took half a step towards towards second base, sorry. And the Boomerangs crowd were saying to go and tag him. And the runner didn't, being a cricketer as we spoke about before, didn't really know the rules, and he just took off the second base thinking that he was going to get tagged. So, yeah, a more experienced baseballer would have just tried to get back to first base, but yeah, in this instance he tried to get to second.
1 out. Strike 1 called. Josh Banks up now for Belmont. Curveball well out of the zone. There was that splitty or forky or whatever it might be. Hit into left field. Belmont now have a runner at first.
Josh Banks had a good day so far, 2 hits and a walk, so he's doing his job, getting on base and trying to cause havoc for the Boomerangs team. Up comes Jordan Jones. Had 2 Ks so far.
Third baseman playing in.
Maybe expecting a bunt.
Ball 1. Just up and out, ball 2. Grant Harris wanted that one, framed it. Hold it there for umpire Bolton. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Been a beautiful day here at Boomerangs. Shows bunt, pulls back, ball 3. Three balls, 1 strike. Bunts that one foul, counts full. Takes ball 4. That one real close to that outside corner. Boomerangs crowd not happy with that one. Runners at first and second now.
It was a hair outside, so right call there by umpire Bolton. Plenty of communication going on within the Boomerangs fielding team around what's going to happen in the event of a bunt, so it looks like they're planning on something like that.
Number 9. Called strike 1. Number 9 hitter up for Belmont.
Cam Henderson well inside the line at first base.
Play at third. He's going to make the play. Over at third, the force play. Now have runners at first and second.
Still first and second occupied, with top of the order Mitch Ellison back up to bat for his 4th bat of the day. Hit to left field, hit to right field, and he's flied out to 8.
Ball 1 inside. That one ripped foul. away for ball. Two balls, one strike. Ball 3.
Ball hit the left centre.
He's deep. Not deep enough. Makes that out number 3.
Score stays at 3-1 after 6 innings.
Top 7. Have Mitch Laird come in for James Foster here for Boomerangs. Laird come on this time last week and hit a home run. See what he does here in the 7th for Boomerangs. Curveball over for strike 1.
Interesting that he hasn't been catching.
Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Wells going straight to work here. Strike 3. Easy work. 3 pitches there for Wells. Josh Neville up now. Takes ball 1 just on the inside edge. Two balls. Foul back to the screen. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Seems to have a good swing on him, Joel.
Sure does, mate. Had a hit in the first, or his first at bat. fouled back. Catcher caught that one. Right in the leg, I think. Was that? No, the
wrist.
hand.
Or
Hand and wrist.
Fair degree of discomfort there.
Couple of Belmont managers coming out.
Hook and hook. Just looking over to the bench to see who might catch if he's unable to continue. Maybe Chris Hook would come in as a catcher.
Possibly.
Chris has done his fair share of catching over the years, including this year a little bit.
Looks like he's come good there.
Brad Martin, maybe?
Looks like he's going to continue on anyway. One out in the top of 7.
Counts 2-2.
Called strike 3.
I've got that as 10 strikeouts for Wellesley.
Fair outing here in the grand final. One's up, ball 1.
Be interesting to know what his pitch count is, Joel, just to see how they're going to manage the rest of the game.
Yeah.
He hasn't had too many, big innings where they've, probably had 12, 15 or so pitches for the inning. But, yeah, obviously 120 is the limit in Newcastle.
Shows sign of bunt, pulls back. Strike 1. Called strike 2. One ball, 2 strikes.
Jordan Jones just took that uncomfortably, and both pitcher and hitter asked if he was okay to continue.
This one up into left field. Makes the catch.
Comfortably by Josh Banks.
Go into the bottom of 7. Belmont lead 3 runs to 1. All right, bottom of 7 here.
Mark Dry's up to bat.
Still plenty at the ground. Close contest here, 3 runs to 1.
Good quick game of baseball so far.
2 hours and we're in the bottom of 7. Ball 1. Gets that one over for strike 1. Fair bit on that one too, Ben.
Yep.
Reach back a little.
Only the stuff you and I dream of these days.
I want a fly ball out right field. It's over his head and it's going to kick over the fence for a ground rule double.
That is a Mark Dry's at bat if I've ever seen a Mark Dry's at bat.
Often hits that opposite side. That big bit of spin on the ball, causing it to go over. All right, we have a runner on second. Chris Hook to the plate.
He's already got 2 of the 3 RBIs so far for the day. It'll be interesting to see what he comes up with this at bat.
Big swing and a foul ball. Umpire says no, he didn't. One ball, one strike.
Good movement there from Kovac. Ball came back in under the hands of Hook for a foul ball.
Well, we see that curveball again here with 2 strikes. Would you run another one back in on him?
Take your chances on a fastball or straight one with Chris Hook, don't you? Got to be something curvy.
Ball up. Two balls, 2 strikes.
Ball hit down the left field line. Dries comes in to score, and Chris Hook slides into second base quite dangerously. I feel like Chris has actually done his knee. I don't think it was intentional.
Saying there was a slide in the second that they're not happy with.
My understanding, from what I saw, it's not something that Chris Hook does, and it's definitely not in his game. I feel like he actually has hurt himself, and the way that he's hobbling out there, I think that's more about what's actually occurred.
With that play, Belmont score a run. It is now 4 runs to 1 here in the bottom of 7. Hawk's just stretching out there, test out what's going on with his ankle or knee. They shake hands out there at second base. Let's get this baseball back up and running. Sam Brown to the plate for Belmont.
Got a question if Coach Steve Harris's actions there were to try and fire his team up a little bit. You know, you never know what's going to happen from here on in.
Possibly, mate. 4 runs to 1 down. Boomers need to do something. Sam Brown up with a runner at second. Ball 1. Ball 2. Strike 1 called.
Painted the outside corner.
2 balls and 1 strike on Brown. Big swing and a miss. Nice breaking ball from Kovac. 2-2 now.
Still none out.
Curveball up. Kovac not happy with that one.
No, Kovac seemed to agree the fact that it was high. It was just the crowd.
Well, hasn't been a strike all day, so good call. That one crushed into left field. On his belly for the out. Great play.
Good catch out there by Sam Prella. One out.
A great diving play. Boomerangs needed that one. Radford to the plate. Harris just calling time again. Slowing things down here and having a bit of a chat. Intentional walk, spare base there, puts Radford on. We now have runners at first and second with 1 out. Cal Ranger to the plate. Ball 1, curveball in the dirt.
Boomerang's hoping for a double play here to get out of the inning.
Sawed-off shot.
Hit to right field.
Going to be a play at the plate. They hold the runners up. Loaded bases now with 1 out. Big shout out to Belmont Bat Boy.
Smallest little bat boy going around, I reckon.
What a legend. We need those bat boys in the game. Bolton just telling the Belmont players to get in the dugout. Belmont players getting excited over there, and why shouldn't they? Loaded bases, one out, and they are up 4-1 in the 7th.
Can't think of any other reason to be excited, would you, Joel?
Pretty good excuse, I reckon.
Yep. Josh Brinks up to bat, 2 hits and a walk so far today.
He watches a called strike one.
Will that intentional walk come back to bite Boomerangs here?
Yeah, still a chance of a double play ball here too though.
Shallow hit.
Going to be a play at the plate. It's well offline. Run scores, runners go to third, and the runner at first stays. Belmont now lead 5 runs to 1.
So Boomerangs are contending that the runner left early, so they've got to step off and play 3. Belmont was smart, they'd actually send the runner to home. No. Umpire Bolton, whose call it is on that play, has made the call that he stayed in time. Stayed long enough to for the catch.
5-1 now. Runners at the corners. 2 out. On foul back, out of play.
Question here is, Joel, do you send the runner from first?
I'm probably...
You're up 5-1?
Yeah. I'd be content with a runner there myself. Swing and a miss. What would you do?
Me, myself, I'm definitely staying on first. But in the scenario with a reasonably quick runner at first, I'm probably considering sending him. Put that, stake in the coffin, so to speak.
Ball there. I definitely wouldn't be running either if it was me. We didn't get the bat, did we, mate?
Oh,
Couple of times.
couple of times.
Well, that one down. Harris shapes the throw back to first. No throw. Two. That one fouled out of play. There's still plenty here in the crowd at Boomerangs. Still quite warm. The sun's just starting to form some shadows here. Always tough as a hitter in the later parts of the game here at Boomerangs. Runner goes. Strike 3. That ends the innings. Belmont, after 7, lead 5 runs to 1. Top of 8.
Chase Khan up to bat, number 2 in the lineup. Boomerangs will be wanting to do something this inning. We've only got 6 outs to go, so 2, 3, 4 due up this inning. So this is a make or break really for Boomers.
Yeah, they need to make something happen here. Curveball on the edge for strike 1. One foul back to the screen, 2 strikes. Love to know how many pitches Wells has thrown today.
Yeah, it would be interesting. As a guess, I'd say around about the 85 to 90 mark.
Ground ball over to third base.
Too hot for Jake Radford to handle.
Here we have Joel Pettigrew up now in a crucial part of the game.
Joel's had 2 Ks and a fly ball to right field. Hoping to find some outfield pizza grass, I'm guessing.
That one hit in the centre. Makes the catch. Runner returns the first. Matty Reeves up now, runner at first with 1 out.
Matty's had 2 Ks and then that hit out to right field that he got around a third on. Diving play by the right fielder, unable to grab it, and scored Boomer's only run of the game.
See what he does here. Pressure situation. Boomer's needing to convert. Ball 1. It's quite a big lead over there at first base.
Yep. And I feel like Wellsy reared back a little bit on that one.
Ball in the dirt, blocked by Brown.
Nothing unusual for Brown being a former catcher.
Runner goes, swing and a miss. That one off for bound again. One ball, 1 strike.
Boomerangs continuing to put their pressure on the catcher for Belmont.
Got a run down. Good play there by Belmont.
And also good base running by Matty Reeves to get to second base, knowing that, let's be honest, 99% of cases the runner's going to be out, so he took the extra base to get to second base. Bit of a base running error there by Chase. Anything at second base, anything that's in front of you, you're definitely not going. If it's behind you, then you're looking to take the base.
Big going on here, bit of chirp from the Boomerangs dugout.
What about?
Not sure, but I think Wellsy pretty much said exactly what you did. Cam Henderson to the plate. Foul ball, big swing. Henderson way out in front of that, had a big hack at it.
Doesn't die wondering, Cam.
No, definitely not. And fouls that one back to the screen for strike 2. call time for a minute, mate. I've got a bit of dust in my eye.
Oh, that's no good.
Oh, that foul ball got me good.
0-2 on Henderson here.
Great pitch there.
Spotted that perfectly.
Henderson knew it straight away. Had two great big hacks and Wells reached back and zotted that one on the outside edge.
I feel like that has kept his pitch count down low enough that he'll be coming out in the 9th, and more than likely I think he'll be finishing the 9th if things go Belmont's way.
Yeah, I think so, mate. We go into the bottom of the 8th and Belmont lead 5 runs to 1.
You know what they would show? A replay from the slide too.
All right, we're back. Bottom of 8. Bit of activity over here at first base. Henderson looks like he's done a shoulder. As Ben said, it wasn't on that last swing.
Way to throw me under the bus there, Buff.
Nah. Had to be said, mate. He had 2 big hacks, and then that was a great pitch by Wells for strike 3. He's continuing on here. We go in to the bottom of the 8. Ball 1. Pye Bolton been pretty good with that upper strike zone call, been consistent all day.
Agreed.
2 balls now. Gets over for strike 1. 2 balls, 1 strike. Oh, he's out at first. Nice close play there. It's out number 1.
Good recovery there by Luke Kovac. Didn't panic.
All right, 1 out now.
I'll work on that part.
To the top of the order, Mitch Ellison back up to bat. 2 hits and 2 fly balls so far.
Strike 1 called. We're not sure where Wells is at his pitch count, but if Ellison wants to come on and pitch, mate, he's not going to be warm.
No, that is true.
Ball outside. 2 balls, 1 strike. That one into left field. He's covering the sun. Makes a catch.
Did well out there, had to battle the sun a little bit, although it's not directly in his eyes, but the ball went that high that the sun was definitely playing a factor.
2 outs now in the bottom of the 8th. Mark drives to the plate. Thanks to all of you who have tuned in from wherever you're watching this. It's been a great game of baseball so far. Curveball up. Ball 1. That one down, 2. Ground ball on the third base side, called foul by Mr. Gilmore. So they're bringing out a second Happy Gilmore.
Did see that.
November.
Yes.
Be interesting. 2 balls, 1 strike. Heron drives. Three and 1. Ball 4, tries the board. Here in the bottom of 8.
Second walk dealt by Kovac there. 4 all up for the Boomerang pitchers. They've actually done quite well, to be honest. You know, pretty strong batting lineup here. The Boomers pitchers have done pretty well to keep the Belmont bats reasonably quiet. I mean, you know, they're down 5-1, but they've been painting the corners and, you know, not a great deal of really hard hit balls.
There's that one foul.
Almost put the commentator's curse on him.
Almost.
Just got a message from Perth, being viewed over in Perth as well at the moment.
Oh, that one outside in the plate. Play over at first, not in time. Bloke on the camera missed it also. My apologies. Oh, good pitcher hit there. Swung over that one. Just had that little bit of run in on his hands.
I think that swing may have hurt his knee that he hurt in that slide earlier. Certainly taking his time.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Chris has had a pretty good day, 3 for 4 with 3 of the 4 RBIs and scored a run. So I'd put him up there in my MVP, you know, votings.
Yeah, it'll be him or Wells.
Yep.
Swing and a miss. Strike 3. That ends the 8th. Belmont lead 5 runs to 1. And they have one more chance to make it happen. All right, Boomer's last chance. We go into the top of 9. We are unsure how many pitches Wells has thrown, but he would be right up there near that limit.
Yeah, Belmont obviously trying to get as much out of Wells as they can. We're not sure of what his pitch count is. It would be really interesting to find out what he's at and what their plan would be if he can only last 1 or 2 more batters in the game.
A bit of conversation here with the umpires and Hook. Interesting to see what this is all about.
Yeah.
Not 100% sure what's going on here. Both first and third base umpires talking to Boomerangs, talking to Harris and Pettigrew. Let's get the 9th on.
Sam Preller up to bat here. 1 for 3 so far for the day.
Change piece for strike 1.
Yep.
We've only seen one other change up all day. Strike 2. 2 strikes now. Bit of activity in the bullpen. I wonder if that's just a in caser. Strike 3. 1 out. Belmont chasing 2 more for another grand final victory.
$12 Ks for Wells now. Grant Harris up to bat.
Ball 1 up. Called strike for strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Wells just absolutely filling the zone with strikes right now.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Oh, and hit the shortstop. Out number 2, Mitch Laird coming up for Boomers, looking to make something happen here, and that will be the end for Wells. Possibly. Has to be. Why else would they come out?
Yep.
Absolutely outstanding outing for Wells.
So Wells has gone 8 2/3 for 6 hits, 12 Ks and 1 walk, and just the 1 run scored. How the scorers scored that hit to right field, I'm not sure. Whether it was a hit or an error, so whether it was an earned run or an unearned run, I'm not sure, but that's a pretty handy outing for anyone's standards.
I'm glad you're counting, mate.
On comes Mitch Ellison, who, as we noted in the previous half inning, he batted, so therefore he actually hasn't been in the bullpen at all to warm up. So this is his warm up, what you're seeing right now.
Pretty sure his socks are going to get him through it. If anyone from the Toronto Tigers are listening, I'm going to get a set of these next year. Not blue and gold though. will be the green and the gold.
I'm aware that Sean Dowdle would be impressed with these
6 to
stirrups
1.
though.
He would be.
1 to 4.
Then again, Sean Dowdle was probably playing back in the 1870s when these were in
4
fashion.
to 6.
That's right.
And Ed's in for Chris as an injury.
Maybe an idea for Game Day Sportswear to, get some stirrups in.
I reckon. He's probably not listening on the live stream right now. He's probably over there drinking some of these fine brews on tap here at Boomerangs.
Shout Brewery, is it?
I think so, mate. Not 100% sure on that. All right. Mitch Laird to the plate now, looking to make something happen here in the ninth for Boomers. Fouled that one off.
Two lines of thinking with a new pitcher. Either see it and just wait, or have a crack at that first one. Because what do they want to do? They want to paint the first one there for a strike.
Absolutely, he got after it. He's down 2 strikes now. Breaking ball.
Belmont are 1 strike away from winning another premiership.
Last 30 grand finals they've been there. And they do it here. Time and game. Belmont go on and win 5 runs to 1. Thank you for all those watching at home. It's been an absolute gem. 5 runs to 1. Thanks, Ben, for jumping in the commentary box with me, and for all you watching at home.
Not a problem, been a pleasure.
Going to let you guys watch this in real time, and we're going to close our mouths so you can watch it. As you can hear in the background, plenty of support for both teams. Great day of baseball here at Boomerang Park. Big shout out to Newcastle baseball. And that concludes our broadcast here. Big thanks to those that sponsored today's broadcast, and thanks to Newcastle Baseball Association. And a big thanks to you, Ben, for jumping in the commentary box. Anything to say before we go, mate?
No, been a pleasure working with you today, Joel. Good game of baseball. 5-1. Boomerang's first grand final in about 30 years, 1993. So they've done well to play today. They were certainly not disgraced today. They just got beaten by a better team on the day.
Absolutely. Great couple of games of baseball here today, and we look forward to the 2025 season, and that concludes our broadcast.